profit. We don't make songs, we make movies.
We making a movie, and thinking they knew me. You chasing the Uzi, blazing the Gucci, making a movie. We making a movie, and thinking they knew me. Well, how can you move me? This is the new me, making a movie. We making a movie, making a movie, making a movie. We making a movie, making a movie, making a movie. We making a movie, they thinking they knew me. You chasing the Uzi, blazing the Gucci, making a movie. It's blasphemy, yo, what you say about my name? Knocking you out like Clash's Clay. Holding a drop right after me. Holding an ounce, I have to blaze. Holding the couch, I have to save. Looking for clout, they have to shave.
Welcome to my web series, my podcast. Got my wonderful guest, the legendary, one and only, Squad Father ESB, leader, creator, one of the best artists I know. Michael, woo! Let me stop this track.
Shout outs to the greats and all that, you know what I mean? Shout outs to Fire Squad Production, you know what I mean? We here.
Michaels, man, thank you for coming. The first artist that decided to pull up. Let me just get this situated more in front of me so we could talk better. Man to man, mano y mano. I'm a fan first, but there's a legendary artist right here, man. I met him a couple years ago, and I'm glad he's on the show. Recording artist extraordinaire. Got my wonderful co-host, the lovely Mo Bean. Round of applause for Mo Bean.
Round of applause.
Thank you.
So yeah, we here with Michaels. I just wanna dive into how much. When did you start doing music? What new projects you got coming?
I got the new album coming out, Famous. You feel me?
Yeah, let's start with the new album.
2019. You know what I mean? I don't have a set date for it right now, but it's definitely coming out. We already finished the video for it, Brown Boy. You feel me? It's gonna be the first
So what do you
single.
think? Maybe 2-3 months coming out? Or?
I would say give it 2 or 3 months. You feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know when this episode is gonna be aired, but just give it 2 or 3 months, probably
Okay.
even 4 to be on the safe side.
Cool.
You know.
I can't wait.
Rookie of the Year is available on iTunes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right now.
If you ain't hear
All
that,
produced by my man right here.
oh yeah, facts.
The whole
facts,
joint.
facts. I'm also a producer. You feel me? I produce joints, but yeah, Rookie of the Year. That shit is on Tidal, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, all that. Rhapsody, Napster, whatever.
The Instagram.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, my Instagram is I'm_Michaels. I'm Michaels. Yeah.
And the YouTube, he all over YouTube. Give him the
Yeah.
YouTube.
On YouTube, 5th Rank Prophet Michaels. You feel me? Check me out.
Yeah, man. So, your single, What You Need, remember what drew inspiration from that beat? Because that's one of my favorite beats for that album. I love what was that, a horn? What is the, what instrument was that? I'm interested as a producer to know.
It was actually a violin.
Woo! No wonder why I love it.
It was actually a violin. Yeah, I made that beat in Brooklyn at my sister's crib, my older sister's crib. You feel me? I was spending time with her, my niece, and it was getting kind of late, but I had just made the beat. You feel me? Before I dipped out and all that, but you know what I mean. The rest is history. You know what I mean? I wrote the song later. I actually wrote the lyrics of the song to another beat, but that beat didn't make the cut while we was putting together the album, so I just used those lyrics for that, for the What You Need beat, and you know, I'm here right now.
Got you. So what made you start doing music? What age and when did you start creating music and writing raps?
Influenced you know?
Yeah, we'll get into that after that. Yeah, good point, Morgan.
Well, at the age I started doing music at 5 years old. You feel me? My
Wow.
pops is DJ Mike Smooth, so you know what I mean. He's just branded with that. You know what I mean? With Lord Finesse. You feel me? The whole DITC, digging in the crazy
Pure
shit.
hip hop.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. That shit was just in my DNA. You feel me? Growing up, seeing different rappers and artists such as Paradise. You feel me? rest in peace, you feel me, just coming through to the studio, dropping hits and all that, you know what I mean, just seeing how the whole production shit was just work. So I was just, you know what I mean, I was basically like, I was exposed to that at a young age, so that influenced me. Like I can't say a rapper influenced me to rap. Like just being around the culture and you know what I mean, just music in general influenced me to rap. Started rap freestyling when I was 5. Started actually writing songs when I was 8. You feel me? So
That's amazing.
yeah, I've been doing songs since I was like since I was 8 years old.
Since age 5, I've been working on these tracks
Yeah, so
for the
you know
famous
what I mean?
single.
That's
I
amazing.
just, you know what I mean, I'm grinding, you know what I mean? Gotta start from somewhere, I got a foundation.
Well, when since last time, what was your first performance? I didn't get to ask you that. I would love to know, when was your first performance? When did you put on a stage?
My first performance, it was at James I. O'Neill High School.
Woof!
And that's upstate, like borderline Fort Montgomery and Highland Falls and shit. And I was on stage, I was with my boy J1, Chosen One, shout out to Jay. You feel me? And we was performing this song, you feel me, that we had did to this Tupac beat, that Pain beat. You know what I mean?
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, so yo, it was short time, and we knew about the performance that Friday, and I decided like before school was over, like yo, let's do it. You know what I mean? So and then the song was new. We didn't even, real talk, we didn't even record the song. We just made the song. And so we just like, yo, put on the instrumental, we just gonna perform it.
Nice.
We ain't never recorded, it was never released. You feel me? So I would say we was 14 at the time.
What?
13 or 14 years old at the time, so.
Incredible.
Yeah, so, you know what I mean? We
That's
both
amazing.
nervous, but we ain't worried about that. We just more nervous about fucking up these lyrics, because we never performed or rapped these lyrics, so we had to memorize these shits. Plus write them down that day. So, we did what it did. Show coming up. Everybody's there. Shit was packed. I go on first, you know what I mean? My verse is first. So I'm there,
Were you
I'm rapping.
nervous?
Yeah, I was nervous as hell.
I'm jealous, man. I
Yo.
didn't get to perform in high school, man.
Yo,
That's fly.
that was a lot of people. I mean, I knew people, like most of those people there, but I was a lot. So I was nervous, and I was young. It was my first performance.
Mhm.
But I'm rapping, so in the middle, I start getting comfortable. You know what I mean? Then I know I'm done. So Jay knows I'm done, and so. You save you Jay right here, so I'm rapping. I'm so nervous. I'm sounding nervous, but still I knew my shit. I look at Jay.
He forgot his shit.
He's like, looked at me and said, I'm like, I looked at him and said, and then I just looked at the crowd. It was mad people. Like it was so many people. Like I couldn't even see the people. And it was dark, you feel me? Because it was in their auditorium and shit, you know what I mean? So
Oh my god.
it had to be like over 100 people.
That's
So
cool. I don't know, that's cool.
so you know what I mean? He started freestyling. Like
Hey.
but you know what I mean? We got up out of there and shit. It was a good experience, you feel me? Especially to have
Oh, the
this
lyrics
close
that
friend.
you, the lyrics that you already like were, like you guys knew, or just because the new ones, like just.
We just wrote these lyrics, but he forgot his, so he started freestyling.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Oh my
he
god.
did I too freestyling. It was
Wow.
only
No,
freestyling,
that's
but his shit was
amazing.
short. It was short. It was like 8 bars,
That's
and then we was just out of there because he already know. I was like, yeah,
See,
step
that's
that
how you
shit.
do it. You don't stop.
Yeah,
You gotta keep
show
going.
must go on. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I was like, yo, it was a learning experience.
And one of the last performances I saw, I mean, I seen Rick Ross at the whole shit at the Brooklyn Festival. Shout out to everybody out there. But Moe, what'd you think of Small Profit's performance at the 5 Spot Lounge in Brooklyn?
Oh, it was great.
Oh,
Are you
yeah,
kidding?
shout
Oh
out to
my
Ryan.
All the
god.
judges, Ryan
Shout
It
out
was
to
Shelton,
Ryan
amazing.
Shelton for
Dave.
having me, you feel me? Shout out to
amazing.
Hampton Dave.
It was amazing. You were seriously great.
I appreciate
And
that.
I was screaming in the background saying,
Yo,
hey.
real talk, I did
You
not
lit,
hear
you know?
nobody. Like,
The whole
only thing I
crowd
heard
was
just
lit.
the music.
Did you
Yeah,
see?
people were bopping
They
their
were
heads.
literally like, everyone was like,
But then I had these dark
But they
ass
feel.
shoes on, you feel me? Actually, I think I had
He
the
threw the
Versace
wire
pants
over
on.
his shoulder. You saw that moment?
people feel.
Mo,
the
you saw
people,
when he
the
threw the
people
wire
feel
up?
the
Nah, you
vibe.
didn't see it.
No, the people were feeling the vibe. That's what they were like, like dancing and like. Because the
Yeah,
music
that
was
a dope
hot.
spot.
Like,
Shout
it
out
was
Ryan.
hot.
When I threw the wire
It's
on
It's
his
no,
shoulder,
not about the spot.
I'll be-
It's about the
Woo!
magician's voice.
Yes,
That made it
artist,
really
yes.
hot. On also.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Nah, that whole wire over the shoulder thing, that's just, I just do that just
That's
so
a Harlem thing.
Nah, I just do that just so I won't trip over the wire. That's it.
Funny.
So you're from Harlem. What, from your opinion, why does Harlem have so much influence on music, whether it be hip hop, jazz, or big band era, whatever it be? What is it about Harlem, the vibe over there? Just something about artists that they dwell and they're successful and people love the culture and everything. Like the good side of Harlem. That's the beautiful side of New York. That's the story never told. How the culture and the growth of artists built music.
I mean, that I had asked myself that very same question like years ago when I was younger. Even when I moved out of Harlem, and I was just like something was drawing me back to it, and I eventually went back to it. But I had to realize it was from the movies. Like, it's in the movies. The movies will tell you, like, back then during segregation and all that shit. You feel me? Most racism was everywhere. So the spot, like, you know how there's like a Chinatown in your hood or
So
whatever?
it was like comfortable for African Americans, black people to perform in Harlem and shit and
it's
be
not
who they
that,
are.
it's
Oh,
not
wow,
that.
wow, wow.
Is basically it's deeper than that. Like, most black people, they were, you feel me, of color, not even black, just, you know what I mean, minorities in general, they were all living in Harlem. Cops barely, I mean, yeah, they went through Harlem, but they already knew, okay, this is their area, you feel me? So this is where everybody was at. Like, you go to Atlanta, down south or whatever, like, the people getting hung, like, so, all right, let's go to New York. All right, where's a good place? Where's all of our people like us are at? Most of them were in Harlem. It's in the books. It's documented. Most black people and minorities, period, in general, in the United States of America, were living in Harlem.
Wow.
So due to that, where all the music, all the flavor, all the trends, all the style, you feel me, the swag, it comes from us. You feel me, the minorities. You feel me? So, and realistically, the minorities are the majority. We're the majority. You feel me? We're the ones who make things trend. You feel me? We the ones who style shit. Even with Fashion Ave, you know what I mean? That shit is in New York. First of all, shit start getting popping in Harlem. Everybody wearing it in Harlem. Then it goes over to Fashion Ave on 7th Ave downtown. Bomb. And then it blows up to go to Paris and shit. You feel me? You know what I mean? Fashion Week and all that shit. That shit's in New York. But shit start up in Harlem. You feel me? Trust and believe. You feel me?
It's tradition. He carrying the torch very well. He a fresh dude, great artist. He recording out here. Make sure you check him out. Instagram.
Were you scared?
_ Michaels. What was that, Mom?
I don't know. Like, were you
That's
like
good.
scared living in Harlem? I don't know. I'm just asking.
Nah.
Harlem safe. Harlem safe.
Some area. I mean, every area spots
mean,
is the
you
best
gotta-
spot, but.
I mean, listen, never lack nowhere. Never get caught lacking
Exactly.
nowhere. You feel me?
You can get God anywhere.
In the suburbs, anywhere. You feel
It's
me?
not where you're from. It's where you're at.
It's always
Like
when
Kim said.
you least expect it. You feel me?
Facts.
So it's just, you gotta always be on point. You know what I mean? I'm not scared of Harlem. Like, I love Harlem. I miss Harlem. Every time I'm away from it, you know what I mean? I miss it. Like the smell, the look, especially. Like, Harlem reminds me, I got so many memories on so many blocks. Like,
That's your
Facts.
home, like in the home.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Harlem is, I love Harlem.
So what artists influenced your music and shaped the artist you are today?
No artist influenced my music.
Oof.
I influenced my
Wow,
music.
really?
Facts. Life in general influences the
Like,
guy.
yeah, exactly. Like I said, like I've been freestyling since I was 5. What 5-year-old kid really knows him? Only person I knew when I didn't know nobody when I was 5. Only artist I knew was fucking Michael Jackson. And I don't sing, so
Facts.
you feel me?
The king.
That's it. I admire artists, you feel me? But I be more focused on my shit, you feel me? I don't try to sound like nobody else, you feel me? Everybody sounds unique in their way, and that's how they got to the level that they're at with their own unique style. So I just had to focus, you know what I mean, and zoom in on my own unique style, you know what I mean, to help and shape and develop my craft. So when I get out there, people, okay, instead of me saying, oh, you sound like such and such, they be like, oh, nah, it sounds like Michael's, or you sound like Michael's, because, you know what I mean, you got that distinctive feel, that sound, you feel me, that signature, and that's what it's all about in the industry, you feel me, you can't sound like nobody else, and you're not going to make it, you feel me, you get hits here and there, I mean, it just depends on the artist, what they trying to do with their career, if they trying to get a little hit here for some quick cash. Me, I want longevity, you feel me, I want those songs that you can play on the radio forever. You feel me? You forever getting that check from that one classic song. You feel me? Songs are forever. You feel me? And that's one thing I had realized when I was younger, because that's why you have to be careful with songs you do with people. You feel me? Like you doing a song with some lame nigga, and you ain't know he was lame, so now you found out he was lame. You feel me? Now y'all got a song out together. You feel me? Like. Songs are forever. Songs touch people hard. Songs make people cry. Songs lift people up. Songs save
Power
people's
music.
lives. You feel me? That's it.
I'm gonna ask Moe and then I'll segue into you. Moe, why do you think artists that wanna be, at the top of whatever they do, whatever craft they're good at, what takes for someone to be successful? Why do you think others are more successful than certain people?
Well, they're very consistent, in what they do. So, the ones that want to be successful. So, other ones, if they're just lacking. The ones that want to be out there, they're gonna be working hard. They're there every day. Wake up night and day. They're gonna work on it. They're consistent.
Consistency is key, like they said. Squad, I'm gonna throw the dart at you now.
Yo.
Why do you think certain artists are more successful than others, and others that try so hard aren't as successful? Is it just luck? Is it the right time? Is it luck? Is it connection? Is it hard work? Or is it a blend of everything together, working together at the same time?
It is everything. You feel me? You gotta have that drive, man. Niggas be like, yo, how he get on? I be like, yo, like, they got on because they handling their business. You feel me? Like, you gotta handle your business. You gotta get your business straight. Like, it don't matter how good of an artist you are. If you ain't got your business straight, people ain't messing with you. Like, they tell you the industry is 95% business and 5% music. Period, bro. You feel me? So you gotta get your business straight. Music is always gonna be there, but you have to get your business straight. They got books about this.
100%.
You know what I mean? It's in there. You just gotta take the time out, read, you feel me? And there's always a Michael Jordan in the hood, you feel me? We already heard it, oh, somebody's always nicer than Michael Jordan. But the reason why they never made it is because they didn't have that drive as Michael Jordan. They didn't have that dedication, you feel me?
Right.
This achieving your goal is about sacrifices, you feel me? You're gonna have to sacrifice
Absolutely.
Sacrifice,
a lot of relationships, a lot of dealings, a lot of money. Like, you have to really take time out to invest.
Nothing's
You
gonna
feel me?
come to you easy. Like.
Exactly.
It's a lot of people with talent, and like I know you heard the lines that wasted talent. Like, that shit is 9 times out of 10 with anybody with talent.
That's landfills of artists. Landfills. The thing I notice the most is that everybody says they're a rapper, but they come out with a song every couple months. You are not in the business of music. That's a hobby. You gotta be consistent about your craft. You gotta be interactive with your fans. You gotta build your brand. Marketing is all important.
Yeah, marketing is important, but whenever an artist drops, that's up to the artist. You know what I mean? Every artist is different. How they want to be marketed is different.
What I'm saying is, like, artists, you have to, in order to make money, you gotta work.
Yeah, you definitely gotta.
You can't
gotta
just
get your face out
make a
there.
song and then not record something for 6 months.
First of all, you
That's what most
can't
people
make
do.
a song and not put no money behind it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like you can't just think, oh, okay, we're gonna just throw it on YouTube or SoundCloud. Nah, you gotta put some money behind it. You know what I mean? Like when niggas ask you, alright, you trying to make moves? Alright, what's your budget? And you don't even know what a budget means. Like what you talking about? You feel me? So it's a lot of business behind that shit. You feel me? And numbers, it's a numbers game. You feel me? If you dropping material, alright, you got songs. Alright, you doing all these remixes, rapping the motherfuckers beats. Alright, let me hear your original shit. Let me hear how you sound. You feel me? Is your shit out officially? Are you getting streams? Are you getting those numbers? Or you just got some shit out? Like, you know what I mean? All that shit they take into consideration, your followings and all that. You feel me? They just want to see the grind, the hustle, to see if you really dedicated. Before they give you $1 million, think about it. Why would I give you $1 million and you're not even consistent on your Instagram?
Facts.
Yeah, that's
And you looking at me to give you $1 million, but you then I go on your Instagram, it's bullshit with you, like posting silly shit, you with your girl, or you in a restaurant. Like, I don't see no music. I don't see no music with you performing. I don't see this and that. I'm seeing stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like, all that shit they take into consideration. You feel me? Because you got to think about it like this. If you was running the label, as an artist, if you was running the label, how would you run the label? Like, would you give $1 million to a motherfucker who's not consistent on his shit?
One thing, like, I feel like it doesn't have to be about Instagram. You know what I mean? If someone's like,
Nah, Instagram was just a figure of speech.
Okay, alright.
It was just a figure of speech.
Because okay, alright.
Guys, why do you think New York is, so many people want to be here and so many people love being from New York? You answer that. Mobeen is from another country, Pakistan. Yeah, so.
Hey, yo, shout out to all my fans in Pakistan too, and in Russia. For real. Yo, much love out
Colombia,
there. And Europe, you know what I mean?
Florida,
Definitely
Cali, Atlanta.
Africa. Word. I ain't never been, I never left across seas, but the album traveled, you feel me? Rookie.
I'm gonna take you guys to Pakistan, third world country. You guys are gonna be my bodyguard.
People,
I ain't no bodyguard.
People always say that I'm all here to make money because there's the most money here, but what do you think people live in this congested, overcrowded,
I honestly
like,
hate living. I would never live in New York City. That's my number one thing. I would never live in New York City, and I honestly hate living in East Meadow's okay. You know, I mean Queens is too many people also.
Too many potholes.
Yeah, potholes also and potheads.
Dropping Benz and.
Yeah, definitely.
No, not potholes. I mean potholes like that.
I know. I said potheads.
That's funny.
Yo,
yeah. So why do you think people love New York so much and want to live here and
for the money?
That.
Yeah,
and what do you think?
ridiculous.
Well, why is New York got so much influence on the game and culture itself? And then I'm gonna segue into my question.
Yo, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Period. This is the hardest, toughest city.
Survival of the fittest.
You feel me? To make it.
Yep.
That's it. So if you can make it here, then that means for sure, you can make it anywhere. If you can make it here.
Facts.
That's why you come here.
And people love New York City, and I guess everyone looks at me and say I hate New York City.
Nah, they love it because it's a challenge. It's a challenge. You gotta love the challenge.
I don't want to be walking with a bunch of crowds.
Like if you in Times Square, it's got a vibe.
Oh
It's got a vibe. It's got like a Hollywood vibe.
You have a freaking dog. Dog can't even pee anywhere because walking in a freaking street.
I know you get a ticket
Hey, yo,
for everything.
When I'm walking through
Shout
Times
out
Square,
NYPD.
when I'm walking through Times Square and shit, you get inspired, you feel me? Why wouldn't you get inspired to have your name or your face on those billboards, you feel me? Why wouldn't you want to have that attention that, not even the stars, it just shows an accomplishment that you made it. Everybody from all around the country, Paris, London, Britain, Great Britain, they go to Times Square.
Tourism.
Yeah, but if you have your name out there.
They see your face on that billboard, you feel me?
Okay.
That right there.
If you have your face out there, right? For example, if you have your face on those, you will go visit maybe once. just to go over there once. No one, like everyone's gonna go because people are gonna go. But would you want to go there, like live there?
First of all, I'm a New Yorker. I live in New York.
But I mean, you're
He
not
lives in
literally,
New York.
not literally in the city. Like, would you really live in the city?
Me
I
technically,
mean, not
I
in
am in the city. I'm in the, I'm in the.
And did you live in Harlem? Because my show, I focus on conspiracy theories and weird stuff like that. And one of my favorite topics I always dive into, since we've been focused on the music so long, is 9/11. Where were you, Moe, first, and then Squawfa? Where were you guys on September 11th, 2001? Yes.
I was actually in
People
the
love open artists.
elementary class at the time, and everyone was rushing
Did
kids
they
out.
bring a
and
TV into the classroom?
there was already TV in there, which we used to watch cartoons on it, but every channel happened to be 9/11 buildings getting, like, you know. Like,
Did you remember the whole day, like in specifics,
it was
or
so
just
scary. Like, I went home, and every TV channel that we changed was just like 9/11
What did your
buildings.
family say and think of the whole situation?
Because since I'm from a Muslim family, it was like
I
a
would
shock.
like to hear that
A shock
that
to
perspective.
us. Like, we were like, whoa, what?
Did
and
you
I
guys
just
believe
come
what they
from,
were saying? Because the official story rolled out so
Yeah.
quick. Osama bin Laden, terrorists, they did this, they took over planes, this, that. There were no planes in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
the
my
Pentagon
family
didn't get a plane.
First of all,
And one building went down, collapsed.
yeah.
That didn't even get hit by a plane. But
So,
what'd your family think of the official story?
they said it was all bullshit because no Pakistan is no terrorist that did that. There was not. No,
You know,
First of
Pakistan
all,
people didn't even do it. It was Saudi Arabian people. It was 12 Saudi Arabian terrorists.
and then it was.
They
And
were
then,
from Saudi Arabia.
and then guess what?
Crazy.
Fingers were getting pointed at us. We couldn't even walk out of the house.
Yeah, they would scream
And
racist
my
stuff
mom
at
saying
your mom,
she's
right?
a terrorist. Thank God she
Crazy.
didn't, understand English at
And,
the time.
and things
And
haven't
my
changed
mom,
to this day.
my mom was like,
Racism
"What are
is
they
alive.
saying?" Well, Bean, I said, "Mom, nothing. Just keep walking." You know what I mean? Like, that's like hurtful. Like, we are not like hurting the country. Like, what like, you know what I mean?
Guys, stop being
So-
brainwashed to think all Muslims are terrorists, because that's.
And then my neighbor had a
completely not
sign
true.
at the time
I
saying
met
"Wanted,
many
dead or
peaceful
alive."
and sweet Muslims.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Osama the Dead or Alive poster,
And
right?
I'm
That
like
was
in
a
my
marketing.
head,
That's called propaganda.
he was already dead.
Exactly. We'll get
Right.
into that other episodes. But Squall, where were you exactly on 9/11, 2001, September 11, when almost the whole fabric of reality was changed in my eyes, in my perspective?
Yeah, I was in elementary school. And
Upstate, right? You said.
Yeah, upstate. I was going to what is it, High Falls Elementary School, whatever. Shout out to everybody in High Falls, 345, from Montgomery, West Point. But I was out there, and I was like, I was like 13. Yeah, I was 13, and a couple kids were leaving. Then I was just hearing through, you know what I mean, a couple of the homies that basically some buildings went down. I didn't even know what the fuck the Twin
Did
Towers
you think?
were.
What?
Before that shit.
I didn't
'Cause
either.
I'm
Are you
12,
serious?
13. I'm 12, like 13.
I didn't know
Oh,
Twin
yeah,
Towers
yeah,
they
you're
were
not
either.
into
I
that.
didn't
I
even
wasn't
know.
I was a little older.
Yo, I wasn't even smoking weed then.
At
like,
the buildings, that's
Facts.
all I knew. Buildings.
If it
Did you
wasn't the
think they
Empire
fell the
State,
way
I
they
ain't
did straight? Did you think they fell straight, or did you think they toppled like a tree, like I thought? I thought when I heard it, when I first heard it, I was like, oh shit, I thought half of New York, a couple blocks went out because there are 100 stories.
First of all, I didn't know what to think. That's it.
Facts, most of us didn't. It was one of the most vivid scenes anyone have ever seen, like a reality. Seemed like a movie, surreal.
A lot of people died, you feel me? Or
Rest in peace.
And
Yeah,
then
so
they
all
call it
the
Ground
surface
Zero
men
for
as
some
well.
reason now. No one ever knew that it was Ground Zero. Who named it Ground Zero?
Oh, that
Yeah.
I'm glad you
I
brought
don't
that up,
even
honey. That term was used for nuclear war. It never was used before. It was like the first time they used it was that day. He and the Harley guy even said it. He said Ground Zero, and that wasn't even used for that yet. There was a guy that day. He had an interview. He spoke about how it was due to structural engineering, how the pancake effect, how from all the jet fuel, the steel burned, and then it just toppled from there. That's almost not true because the buildings landed in free fall speed. How can the force of cement that wasn't disturbed just topple the other effect? It's almost impossible, but we're not going to dive into that. Do you believe the official story, Mo?
No, it was all
That
planned.
12 terrorists and Osama bin Laden was the
No.
mastermind who
No.
planned it?
I don't believe none of that, and I believe that it was, it was all planned, and then the bomb was planted underneath the building.
Facts.
That's how.
Planes didn't even hit it.
Look at the video. How they went down so quickly. There's no way a plane hit on top,
Remember the one
and it just
building, the
goes
World
down.
Trade Center 7?
And then how did that get hit? Like there's no a third plane.
A plane didn't even. You know, most people don't know that building fell, right? They think just
the third
two.
building was hit for no.
And that's a powerful number. Me and Mo always speak about numerology. Three buildings fell that day.
There was a third building
Yeah.
in New York City.
Mhm.
That fell that day.
Yeah.
That didn't get hit by a plane.
That didn't get hit by a plane.
It was World Trade Center 7.
Wow.
I know most
And
people
no
don't know
one-
that.
No one mentions it because
Do
they don't
you
want
believe
them
the
to know.
official story, Squad Father Prophet? I don't want. You mentioned Fahrenheit 9/11, right? You watched it. What did
Yeah,
you believe the
definitely.
official story before you saw it? Because I did.
I don't, you know what I mean? I listen to a lot of Tupac, so I already know that the news, you feel me, ain't always with
Be lying.
Yes, if you really want to
Facts.
see the news, watch across sea news, you feel
Facts,
me?
like Russian news.
Yeah, and see what they saying.
Don't
with
trust
the-
them too
yeah,
much.
You can't trust anybody. You gotta see
Facts.
shit for yourself. You gotta be out there, you feel
That's
me?
right.
Only thing that I knew for sure is that a lot of people were hurt, you feel me? And that a lot of innocent people, you feel
That's
me?
the thing. Rest in
That-
peace to
that-
them. That's what I
yeah,
speak
man.
for.
That's
That
the
The
right
truth.
families that suffer, the people that have diseases to this day from that site. And the woman from FEMA actually said that the air was okay for people to be working it. That was a complete lie. That whole building was asbestos.
Listen, man, breathing in that stuff. So a lot of people like got cancer from that shit. you feel me?
Facts, man.
The city
So
had to
sad.
pay out millions, still paying out people, still keeping things on the hush. You feel me?
But do you believe the official story that the United States put out about the 12 terrorists and Osama bin Laden?
You think they did it?
It's not.
Did you
it's
believe
not
it
really-
before and after, or did you believe it?
It doesn't matter what I think. I want to know the facts.
Facts.
I don't know the facts, so I don't know what to believe. You feel me? I gotta see proof. It'll fuck with
Exactly.
somebody
Well,
thinks.
there's a lot of
Let's-
proof.
there's no facts. I mean, it's a lot of talks. It's a lot of theories. You know what I mean?
We'll bring
a lot
paperwork
of,
next time.
yeah, you know what I mean? That's what it is. Like, you just gotta know facts, and this is the government. You feel me? So what can we do? Only thing you can do is just make sure, you know what I mean, become
No
successful.
one will believe
and just
anyway.
look out for
You know
your
what I
people,
mean?
you
We
feel
know
me?
Do
the
you
truth.
believe there's symbolism in music and movies that predicted certain things? Maybe not on purpose, but just from the energy of the world and just how things work in the world, that it just seems something was gonna happen to them buildings.
Music can predict a lot.
Facts.
And then on top of music, but it is definitely influential. But isn't as far as what's going on? Yeah, music is it predicts the future sometimes. you
A
feel
lot
me?
of cartoons do
movies.
too.
Yeah, movies.
A lot of cartoons.
So
Simpsons.
yeah,
for
the Simpsons
example.
show a lot of definitely.
For
We're gonna delve
example,
into that a lot more into this channel. So
well,
please follow
yeah.
me on Instagram, Jonathan_Quest
Oh, I'm _Michaels.
and Moe.
I'm low key. I don't tell my.
But before we're gonna outro it. I just want one more question about 9/11. Do you think it changed the perception of reality because this Mandela effect and everything? Now that it comes out, do you think 9/11 changed the whole fabric of reality itself? Like it just made it ushered in a new era of like a never-ending war that there's no one to chase. Like it's just an ongoing war. Like there's always gonna be a new Osama bin Laden. They're just
Yeah.
going. It's never ending. Like do you
Mhm.
do you think that not even just
It's-
from war, just from how people
It's not
think,
even
how
9/11.
people
I
feel?
think it's just gonna keep happening. Whether
Of
it's
course.
9/11, it could be another building, it could be another country. It's gonna keep happening.
Stay
And
woke.
we
That's
are
the
just
point.
gonna be literally, we're all brainwashed.
I know.
And they said Osama bin Laden, okay, that he was, he was, they shot his head, whatever, and he was cut and they dropped it in the ocean. Are you fucking kidding me? Why wouldn't you bring him, to the public?
First of all, that's another
Facts.
thing. Like I heard Osama bin Laden chilling somewhere drinking pina coladas with two bad
Facts.
bitches.
Like Tupac.
Rich. Rich.
Oh my god.
Also heard his family owns Snapple, you feel me? No shade to Snap, it's just things I heard, you feel me? Like, it's a lot of things.
It's
You know what I mean?
it's documented that people from the CIA said that news networks hire CIA agents to influence people's thinking and to read the prompter and know how to manipulate and brainwash and deliver the propaganda in the right way. Do you think that 9/11 really like ushered in and changed the fabric of reality, and that it to squad that it really it like really like ushered in a new era of just the way people think and feel about everything?
9/11 was the beginning of I wouldn't say the internet,
The
but
conspiracy.
it's
age.
like it's like the beginning of like it was the beginning like of MP3s, like really
Exactly. It
of
was
taking
like a time.
technology
It was like
to the next level. So now people, they have a platform where they can have a voice. See, I don't think a lot of people, like, when they was making this technology to go to a different level, that they was gonna actually give people a platform to have a voice. But
and that's why they're banning a lot of people on YouTube. That's another thing. That was another thing I was talking about. It's crazy.
you know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, hey, 9/11, 9/11 wasn't the first tragic thing that happened on U.S. soil. You feel me?
Facts.
But it's definitely the most recent, and hopefully the last. You feel me?
Facts. So yeah, Michaels. What future, to segue into music, and then we'll get out of we'll outro this. What projects are you coming with soon? Videos, shows for your fans out there. What do you got coming for us?
Well, we're coming out with a little mini tour, but it's for the new album that we got coming out in a couple months. It's called Famous. We're dropping the first single, Brown Boy. Video's already done. You feel me?
Hey, can't wait for that one.
Yeah, we're just doing last touches up with this with the new album. But you know what I mean? I just got.
So stay tuned for the Famous album.
You already know.
Harlem.
I can't wait. Oh my
Can't-
god.
Get you a copy.
Hey, I need one so bad.
Already.
Can you please perform as a fan? I'm asking as a fan, please perform Miss Smith next
Please.
time, or please make a video, push that as please, bro, perform that joint.
Miss Smith, though. Like, you gotta
That's
do
your
it.
best song. What is that song about? Like give me some background on that.
To everybody, you know?
Shout out Panacho on the beat.
I mean, yo, that song was
Miss Smith.
that was just a non-profit single for the
You
streets,
should
for
hold
the
my hand and
fans.
take a chance, Miss Smith. We want to know who Miss Smith is.
Oh, nah, I
Shout out Miss Smith.
I wrote that song about a girl. You feel me? That's it.
Mysterious.
That's all
you
she
know?
is. Hey. But yeah, any last words, Moe, for the truthers out there and the people that want to stay woke?
For another night, for another time. You know.
Have a good night.
Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night, New York City.
Good night.
Oh,
Thank
I'm
you.
Yeah,
sorry.
and give me some
Good night,
last
man.
words, Squall Prophet, for the
Yeah,
fans
good night,
and the
everybody.
truthers out there.
Oh, yo.
And stay awake. Woke.
Stay
Stay awake,
woke.
stay woke, do it all. Like quantum of conscience. If I want to say quantum of conscience, I'm going to say it that way, whether they like
Say
it or not.
whatever you want.
Quantum of conscience. My
You
bad. I
be
did it
you.
by accident. They over here trolling me.
It's okay.
I got them though.
But
Yo.
thank you.
Yo, thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, thank you for coming through. The first artist come through, Michael Squallfather. Give a round of applause, everybody.
Thank you.
Give me some last words before we out of here, and then I'll throw on you.
Yo.
Making a movie.
Alright, last words. Yo, treat others the way you want to be treated. And stop worrying about others. Worry about yourself.
Definitely. 100%.
Yeah, next up, I might have to have a squad on here because we need to know about this music industry because we don't know who's controlling it. All right.
Alright, we out. Shots
We out.
to Squad. Dude, I'm out.